In this live stream, I want to talk to you about the first year of Creator Fundamentals. Hi, and welcome to Creator Fundamentals. My name is Dan Courier, and I am here to help you deliver your value to the world. You know, that opening phrase has probably changed half a dozen times since I started a year ago here on Creator Fundamentals. It's been an amazing journey over this first year of Creator Fundamentals. And you know what? A year ago, when this channel was at 0 and I had this crazy idea of starting a growth channel for a couple different reasons at 0, a lot of people thought I was crazy. I used to get hate comments about not knowing or not being in a position to speak from authority. But despite all of that negativity, I still went forward and focused on building a channel based on the best practices that I knew were actually going to work for me. And rather than focus on the down times and the times when it felt like I wasn't growing, I continued to focus on those best practices, all of the same practices that I share with all of you here on the channel. And here we are a year later. Creator Fundamentals is now at 11,450 subscribers in that first year, 400,000 views, 1.3 million watch minutes, and it's all doing the stuff that I share with you guys in every video and every live stream that I make. So I'm so happy that you guys came to hang out with me today. This was kind of a last-minute live stream to at least get out and be able to talk to you on the 1-year anniversary of Creator Fundamentals. I just... looking at all the messages coming here, I don't want to miss anybody. Homeschool Squad, Nicole's Life in the USA. So many great people that have joined the Creator Fundamentals community during this year. Hello to the Predictor. Thank you very much for the congratulations. Life Lundgren, a lot of familiar faces out there. But I wanted to get on today. I'm not going to be able to go live tonight just because I have other obligations. And I definitely wanted to be able to share this with you guys a little bit and kind of reflect on the year past. So for those of you who are either new to Creator Fundamentals or, you know, even those that have been here for a long time along the way, a lot changed for the channel at the beginning of this year. After doing nearly 100 videos, we had a specific video that kind of took off, and you know, through the implementation of best practices during those 100 videos, prior to that video, we were kind of in a good position and prepared for that opportunity and was able to capitalize on it the way anybody can just by preparing themselves. Let's Play RC. Good to see you. Life Lundgren. Thank you for the emoji. Congrats / celebration / birthday. I appreciate it. So I appreciate you guys all hopping on the live stream. Cam's Dash Cam, good to see you as well. But one of the reasons that I created this channel, or one of the ideas that I had with Creator Fundamentals when I started, was that it would be an example of what's possible when you commit to doing best practices. There's no special tactics that I've used, some secret formula that I don't share with you guys. Everything I do or have done to be successful on this channel is in a video somewhere on my channel. So all of that information is out there, and simply putting it all together, all those little things together over time, go a long way in getting your channel where you want it to go. And that's just all about committing to progressing over time, making small changes. All the things that I didn't know how to do a year ago, I used Filmora software because it was easy to use. I didn't have any idea what Premiere Pro was all about or how to do it. And I committed at the beginning of this year of learning how Premiere Pro worked. I did the first 100 videos on this channel with my iPhone. And then over time, as the channel started to progress, it put me in a position to be able to upgrade my equipment. I bought a DSLR at the beginning of the year, and have slowly worked in getting better and producing a higher quality content. So Panic Thief videos, our haunted travels, love your channel and your videos. Thank you so much for the time. Put it in. All this out and your project. And thanks to all you guys. Obviously, we wouldn't be where we are without you guys here on 1 year. So it is awesome that, you know, we can be where we are. But that said, this is just the tip of the beginning of what I want to do on this channel and what we're trying to build. Diamonds Tech asked how something about streaming. I am streaming through the mobile app. So here's a little thing that I learned today. Thank you, Chris Conkle Vlogs, for the happy anniversary on the 1 year of Creator Fundamentals. One of the things that I learned today that I didn't know or I had never experienced is if you go into the mobile app to do a live stream, you can set it for a later time. And then once you do that, you can go to your desktop and then edit the event and add a custom thumbnail. If you prefer working on the desktop, add keywords and everything just like you normally would for a scheduled event on desktop, as if you were going live from your computer. So that was something that I was able to do, which was pretty cool and absolutely really helpful. So I was able to schedule it, and I would imagine now my next thing that I want to try, and I can't do it here while I'm sitting here at work, but to be able to schedule an event through desktop and then pick it up on mobile. I'm assuming it treats the mobile interface and like OBS as the same type of setup where you can grab one from either or. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. But not going to be a super long live stream, but I didn't want to let the day pass without hopping on and being able to hang out with you guys for a little while, just to say thank you for supporting the channel and to look forward to all the cool things that we're going to do going forward. One of the things that I realized this year is that I don't have enough time having a full-time career outside of YouTube to get to all the conferences and things that I want to do. So starting next year in 2019, I'm going to make it a point to make sure that I have time to go there. I'm going to VidSummit this year. I'll be out in Los Angeles in October. So if anybody happens to be at VidSummit, let me know and we can plan a meetup. So that would be pretty cool. But next year, I'm going to make it a point to go. I always said I would never go to VidCon, but there's some new information that I found out in terms of some things that go on during that time at VidCon that I think have changed my mind. So in 2019, I'm probably going to go to at least VidCon and VidSummit. So that is my goal right now for 2018. It's a shame everything's out on the West Coast of the U.S. I really would like to get something going here on the East Coast in terms of getting people together here. Beanie Draws, not sure I'll make it to VidSummit this year, but I reckon it would be cool to meet you at VidSummit next year. Awesome. Yeah, try to get to VidSummit next year. That would be really cool. It'd be good to see you. A ton of conference space in Albany. There is some conference space in Albany. It's probably not as big as some other areas, but there's definitely some room to set something up here in the Albany, New York area. So I'm not saying that I have completely ruled that out. And perhaps sometime in the future, maybe I will try to get something going where we actually plan some type of creator conference here in the Northeast that isn't in New York City. So there are some opportunities. There are some spaces in Albany, New York where I could do that. And I would love to get something like that going out here. 1 whole year of YouTube must feel great to look back and see how much your channel has grown. That's the thing. A lot of people get uncomfortable about their old cringy videos. To me, those are the best videos to keep. If you go back and look at the original videos on this channel where I thought I had a clue about what I was doing, I would hope that the videos you see now are, worlds beyond what I was doing. I was screaming at the camera because I was using my phone. I didn't have an external mic, so to compensate for background noise, I used to speak really loud. And it was kind of like, hi, welcome to Creator Fundamentals. And it was just kind of obnoxious. So but that's what I had to use at the time, and I tried to compensate for that. And then over time, I learned how to get that all going. Get with Casey, New York. Yeah, once 368 is up, I'm definitely going to make a little pilgrimage down there and see what that's all about, and try to see what can go on down there. I'm about 2.5 hours from New York City via train, so I can hop on the train and go down and check out 368 anytime if there's a good purpose to do so. So that's something that I'm definitely going to explore as he continues to develop 368 to see what is going on there and what he's actually doing with creators. So I'm looking forward to that as well. That's nice and local. And, maybe perhaps he will spawn some type of conference up here in Northeast. How do I capitalize on this also? How do I make good trailer? I have such a variety of topics and content. So the first thing, the best suggestion on terms of trying to grow your channel faster, which I don't really think you should focus on the faster, but if your goal is to grow, focusing your channel on a specific niche is so important. You don't want to just say, hey, I have a really wide, if you have a really wide collection of topics, then think about it from your subscribers' point of view. How is somebody going to subscribe to your channel and then be rewarded by subsequent videos that match the video that led them to subscribe? So you really don't want content that's all over the place, unless you want people to slowly over time fall in love with you as an individual and not your content, because it will be slow going. Unless you're making phenomenal content, that having a channel that's super wide like that is probably not going to be the best way to grow a channel. Growing faster, Beanie Draw says you need to upload more often. There is definitely some truth to that. I know a lot of people try to go to daily videos thinking that's the surefire way to grow. And I actually think, and I know I may conflict with people, I think once a day for a lot of channels is way too much. So, if you have videos that are gaining videos beyond your 48 hours, I prefer to give each video at least a couple days to do its thing on its own so it has full attention. So I would probably be more apt, if you want to upload frequently, to almost do a video every 3 days. So you do a video, you give it its 48 hours of life, and on that third day, you release your next video and keep that up. So, do 2 or 3 videos a week, because that's really going to give you, it's going to make all eyes on your channel focus on one video. If you put out 5 videos in a week, the average subscriber is not going to be able to watch them all. Unless you're somebody like Casey Neistat and you're putting out that phenomenal content where it's like must-see TV kind of thing. I think it's a much better approach to give. When you're in the entrepreneur world, everybody wants to tell you that it's all about hustle, and the more you hustle, the more you succeed. I'm personally of the mind, I actually made t-shirts a while back that said, don't just hustle, evolve, because it's just as important as you to work smarter rather than harder. And that's basically what that expression means, is understanding the best ways to work and not simply thinking if you throw hard work at something that you're going to succeed. If you're not thinking about the way that you actually, evolve the process that you're doing to become more engaging, to get in better connection with your audience and do those types of things. So from my perspective, I think the daily videos, I saw somebody, I've seen channels who went daily for a year, and it didn't really affect the overall growth of each individual video. So I think it's important that you really think about the mental side of things and understand why somebody watches your videos, what the value is that you deliver, who your audience is. A lot of the times I see people with an about section on their video, and then I see what their videos actually are, and then I see their channel art, and they're all different concepts. You need to focus in on exactly what the message is you're trying to deliver and who you think you're delivering it to. If you're doing tutorials about a topic and then in all your videos you're asking those people for advice back to you, then there's kind of a disconnect about who you're actually delivering to. If you are just trying to build a community where you all learn together, then you pose your videos that way, and it's like, okay, we're going to do this. This is what I found. What are your thoughts? But if you're trying to instruct somebody or educate somebody, then maybe all your videos shouldn't be asking how to do something. And it's really important to get your mission statement down. Write your mission statement in terms of what it is that you're actually trying to make content about. Because once you have it down on paper, it's kind of, just floating around in the air, and it's not all that concise. And it really makes you think about what it is you're trying to do when you write it down. So I would definitely recommend you do that. You can do that by building out your about section. Once you're able to write your about section, a lot of people tend to introduce themselves in the about section, for example. I say you write an about section, then you pick out the pieces that actually identify what your content is going to be about. You move that to the top of your description, and you use that to build your branding around it. So your channel art and your thumbnails should all kind of focus on the idea of that concise message that you've developed. And my channel is speaking to a camera in my car. Hey, well, now we have something in common here. This is where I have to do live streams during the day because I still have a full-time career outside of YouTube. And that's another thing that I get so many people who tell me that they don't have time and then they can't do it. And granted, I know there's a lot of people that are more busy than me. Tech for your needs. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But there's definitely a lot of time to be had. I also had somebody comment on my video about time management that said that they wanted to hear from a female who was a mother, with the idea that they have far less time than men do, which I thought was interesting. I'm not necessarily going to dispute that because I know my wife works very hard. So it's just interesting to see everybody's perspective on certain topics. But the reality is, you know, if you're doing a full-time, if first of all, if you don't have a full-time career, you're not going to school full-time, then you have plenty of time to do this kind of thing. But you also have those hours after that at night when everybody's quiet. If you have kids, the kids quiet after 9 o'clock. That's when I do it, 9 o'clock to midnight. That's what I've been doing for the past year. When I make all my videos, what I do is I try to sneak time in during the day when I can't actually record a video and make notes about what I want to cover. Happy anniversary, Dan, from Harley. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, for those of you just joined the live stream, it's 1 year on Creator Fundamentals, and super excited to cross the 1 year mark, and happy with the results so far. But I know that we can do a lot better than we've done in this first year, and that's definitely going to be the goal heading into the second year on Creator Fundamentals. I want to see you know, some much more exponential advancement in terms of my skill set and what we're able to do here. So it is exciting to get past that milestone. 1 year as an accomplishment. I think we have 100 and I want to say this might be like video 165 or something, 145 or 165, somewhere around there. So we've done 160 videos in the first year, give or take, and which averages out to about 3 a week, maybe a little bit more than that. I think it was like 3.5 a week last time I did the math, but it can be done. You do have time if you can find the I can do better, but 11,000 subs in 1 year is a fair effort. Thank you, Beanie. Yeah, I mean, I am pleased with where we got to in a year. The biggest reason I'm pleased with the progress that Creator Fundamentals made in a year is because I wanted the channel to be an example. I am not an expert in anything. I'm certainly not an expert in YouTube. I am merely a practitioner of best practices, which means I do research, I watch videos, I see what other people have said or, you know, have stated works for them, and then I test it for my own practice. Not everything that other people say has proven successful for me. So I try to share the things that I've been able to implement successfully and share them with you. And I'm sure everything that I've tried may not be as successful for you and your niche or your requirements. Or Science Gal Aquatics, happy anniversary. Thank you so much. But the point is that I mean, for me, it's all about going out and educating yourself, applying things and seeing what works. And the reason that I'm pleased with Creator Fundamentals gaining 11,450 subscribers in the first year is because it is an example of what you can do by applying those best practices. Learn how they work, understand what they do, continue to improve every day, and then implement them, and then implement them, and then implement them. You know, there's another t-shirt I had out there was, you know, thumbnail, title, keyword, or keyword, tags, title, thumbnail, repeat, or something like that, because that's basically the mindset that you have to have. You have to approach each video with all the information that you have, try to make a little bit of improvement, and then move on to the next video. So it's definitely can be a grind sometimes, and a lot of people kind of lose interest in it because there is actual work behind it. But it is so rewarding when you can look back after a year. It's just 1 year. A year ago, I didn't have this channel. Now I have the channel. It has 9 revenue streams. It's making money in a number of different ways. If AdSense ended tomorrow for the channel, it would still have other ways to make money. And it has received decent traffic and everything. Beanie Joseph, speaking of shirts, how have your shirts performed? Do they work better than affiliate links? For me, no. I don't really promote the t-shirts and things all that much. I haven't put a lot of effort into it. I have my affiliate, my Merch by Amazon account actually has room to do like 100 more designs. And it's just a time thing. The time that I have been using, I've been focusing elsewhere. But no, I haven't had much of a significant revenue stream from merch yet. And maybe in time, it's not really on my priority list of things to do, but I do have fun making the shirts. So when I do have time, I'll go in there and add some designs or that goes. Sabby BG said, oh, darn it. I don't like the way everything fades out on mobile. It's really hard to read everybody's comments. But he said he was quitting his full-time job, which is awesome. I'm hoping to be in a position to do that in a few years. I'm certainly not there now. I always said that when YouTube can double my current income, then I would seriously consider dropping the current job and moving forward. That's kind of been my goal in that respect. So if I can get there, however long it takes me to get there, then that will be my motivator to move into YouTube full time. One of the biggest things, the challenges of having the full-time career outside of YouTube is the vacation time. The money is no longer an issue in terms of being able to get out to these conferences and things, because the conferences can be a little pricey sometimes, but it's time, because I only get so much vacation in a year, and I have other obligations where we take vacation time with the family that needs to stay in place. So I have limited time to actually take off and get out to the conferences. So I'll be going to VidSummit this year in October. You know, a little bummed that I have to miss VidCon after hearing some things that are going on out there. But, you know, we'll get that next year. Next year, I'm going to try to do VidSummit and VidCon. And at least those two, we'll see what else we can do. Do you already have a video on how to get brand deals with a small channel? I know I have videos where I talk about it. I don't know if I have a video that's specifically marketed as a brand deal video. I'm going to turn the car on because it's getting really hot in here. Hopefully that's not too loud for you guys, but whew, super warm out here. Kind of sneaks up on you because it's kind of an overcast day here in upstate New York today. Check me out, y'all. I need some honest feedback as I'm... All right, so good piece of advice. Try not to call yourself out in somebody else's chat on a live stream, because a lot of people will ban you for that, and they consider it kind of spammy. So if you're starting out, you're only on your third video, you probably don't even know about that or that it's frowned upon. So that's a good advice for future live streams. So no, that's okay. Don't worry about don't worry about it. But luckily we're on mobile live stream, and I don't have all the moderators. Some of the moderators would drop the ban hammer on you in a heartbeat. So I just want to let you know so you're good to go for future video. So that's all cool. But I appreciate everybody coming to hang out, and I'm going to do some things over the next coming weeks to try to get a good idea of what people are really looking for, what they need the help the most on. I did a survey on my community tab. If you guys haven't checked out the community tab on Creator Fundamentals, definitely check that out, because I do post things there kind of frequently. You may notice them, you get alerts like it's a video, but it's not really a video, it's in the community tab. But I did a poll about what people thought their biggest obstacle was on YouTube, and the majority of people, 41% of people, said it was time. So I put out a video on how to manage your time better to try to help those out. So if the stream is via mobile in the car, the host probably can't check out your content even if they wanted to. Exactly. I don't have the ability to switch screens or anything. I am live streaming from an iPhone. So you're kind of limiting in terms of my interaction with you. And I apologize for anybody who left comments that I couldn't see, because it literally gives me like 3 seconds to read your comment before it fades off. I don't know if that's like a setting. Let me see if I can, top chat, live chat. Yeah, they all just kind of fade. So it'll basically show your comment until the next person comments, and then it just fades away. Shannon Vlogs, congratulations again on your 1 year. I hope you have lots more success in New Year. And then it faded away. Thank you, Shannon Vlogs. I appreciate it. So you can't scroll up. No, I can't, because it doesn't. The chat doesn't stay on the screen. It shows your comment and then it fades. It fades away, and I don't even know how to get it back. So I don't know if there's a way to force it. You can tap the screen to get it back, but yeah, when I try to tap the screen, it brings up a drop-down menu. So I used to, as it was fading, you could push it, but now when I do that, it pops up a menu that says, let me see, try it again without my finger in front of it. Yeah, see, that used to be the case where you could click on it and it would pop back up, but it tap the screen and scroll up. Scroll, oh, there we go. You gotta, so you push your finger on it and you pull down. Will it stay there, or does it fade away again? See, we have mobile live stream experts in the chat, which is fantastic. So I can kind of get back to you, your older things, but it is a little bit awkward because it's hard to do it without having my hand in your way. Why does everyone associate the band hammer with Doug? Well, you know, Doug is the moderator extraordinaire, so we need to get him a band hammer t-shirt made. Let's see, branding would really help. Pro tip, if, yeah, that's Beanie Draws, so now I can actually look back and see what everybody's talking about. A lot of thank yous. Awesome for you guys also. Let me get back to the most current one. So we have Kybel, happy anniversary, thank you so much. Old Car Auto Guy, hello to you too. I appreciate the congratulations. It will still evade, but you, yes, Magical Girl Caroline with the save there on how to get the old chat back. So you got to learn something new on this live stream. Isn't that fantastic? Started 5. Awesome. Bring up the chat. It's on the menu, but I can't remember. It says Pam. Good to see you, Pam. All right, so that's cool. It's good to know I can get it back. I was thinking you just tapped it, but you actually have to tap and drag, and then it kind of stays up there. So that is excellent. So again, guys, I appreciate you coming and hanging out. But like I said, for those of you guys who just jumped in the stream, what is the most important thing you have learned on this journey? Well, hopefully you guys saw the video that I just recently did about the YouTube community and the great place that I found myself in based on all of the generosity of you guys as followers and subscribers and supporters and patrons and super chat contributors. We were able to do really something special for Dennis over at Driving Me Crazy, and got to pitch in along with some other YouTubers and our good friends at TUBEBUDDY to help Dennis out when his laptop crashed, the main machine that he used to make his videos. So we did, there was a GoFundMe that raised some money. I was able to reach out to TUBEBUDDY. We all kind of pooled our resources, and because of your generosity to the channel, I was able to Creator Fundamentals was in a position to be able to contribute to this cause, and we were able to buy him a new laptop, and we had it shipped to him from Amazon. We conspired with his wife to make her secretly record his response, which that video, he's working on the video that includes his response video that's going to come out on Sunday. But if you look on the channel, if you haven't watched it yet, on my actual channel, it's called, the thumbnail says Give Back, Pay Forward. And it's a video about basically us planning to have that laptop shipped to him. So he's actually working on the laptop now with the footage that his wife recorded of him unboxing it. And he's going to put that out on Sunday. I'll share that with all you guys. I was going to share the footage on my channel, but I wanted to give him the opportunity to make a video on that. So, predictor, no problem. That's completely fine. Just hang around for a couple years. Let's see. Yeah, his reaction was great. I've seen the video. He sent me the video, so I've already seen it. And I know he'll do a great job on the video that includes that footage. If you go in, if you want to see a portion of his reaction, I shared his video in the Creator Fundamentals Facebook group. So if you join the Creator Fundamentals Facebook group and scroll down, in fact, when I'm done with this live stream, I'll actually pin that so you guys can all check it out. But definitely head over there. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, just go and search for Creator Fundamentals on Facebook, and it'll show you all the results, one of which will be in the group section. Join that. I'll get you guys approved and in the group, and then you can check out that video. So, but it was really awesome. So to get back to the question of what I've learned, it has certainly re-emphasized the importance of community. I have always been a believer in the YouTube community, and I know the importance, and I've always told myself if I was ever found myself in a position where I could do those things, or I had the opportunity to give back, that I would love to do it. And it was a great experience, and it honestly is. Once you've been alive for any period of time, you will realize that it's much more rewarding to give gifts than to get gifts. Like, we have all the stuff that we want, and it's fun to get it, but there is no greater feeling than when you're in a position to be able to improve somebody's day, give them something that they had no idea was coming, and really get them out of a tough spot. So that was an awesome experience, and I really look forward to seeing the content that he's going to put out with it. And I touched base with him today a little bit to see how it was going. He says it's running really, really smooth. I think his wife also pitched in with her son to upgrade or get the newest version or the full version of the editing software that he uses. So he's ready to go. So that is pretty good there. Creator Fundamentals, when will you and Nick do a collab? I am available to do a collaboration with Nick Nimmin anytime he wants to reach out. I try not to reach out too much unless I have a very specific thing to the larger YouTubers, because it's hard not to. I mean, I know Nick. I've talked to Nick before. I met him at VidSummit last year, but I think that it is. I'm certainly more than willing to. There are a lot of channels that I would openly do collaborations with, and that's something that I actually want to try to do more collaborations. But as they present themselves, I'm absolutely on board to do them. I'm actually on Monday night. I am going to be on a live stream on a channel called, I think it's Wade Venture. He does live streams about selling on eBay, and he mentioned that a lot of people are interested who do that and also having a YouTube presence. So I'm going to be a guest on his show on Monday, or at least I'm doing it on Monday. I'm pretty sure that it's a live thing, so I think it'll be Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So I'm always open to do collaborations if it's a good fit and it makes sense for both parties. You know, and that's just the way that is. So it's Tuesday for me. All right, all kinds of notifications popping up on the phone. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to come on and say hello to everybody and thank you guys so much for the first year of Creator Fundamentals. It has been an awesome ride. Leave a link to that live stream on Monday. Absolutely, I will. I'll make sure it gets shared out to every place I normally share my live streams and videos. But thank you so much. Just some FYI, I'm going to have the live stream on Wednesday. The following, I'm going to be taking some vacation here coming up, so I'll try to get some content out for you. There might be a Wednesday live stream, not this week, but the following week, that I might miss, or I might do it as a mobile live stream. We'll have to see how that goes, but just be aware of that, and I'll try to keep you guys updated on that. But thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me here on this mobile live stream. Again, thank you for all the success for Creator Fundamentals in the first year, and I guarantee you there's a lot more stuff to come, and it's only going to get bigger and better from here. So thank you guys again. I appreciate you coming and hanging out, and I'll talk to you next time.